guys, we literally just finished stuffing and cutting and gluing and all that to the very last piece of insulation.
Yes. It was a tedious job, but needed to be done, and I'm super happy that we got it done. It finally is done. 4 days later.
4 days later. But hey, doesn't matter. The job is done. We are now well protected from any of the weather outside, as well as the sound. So that we had up here in this top area was always open web, and you can kind of go from the top right there into the hallway. Well, now the sound is going to be dampened quite a bit from room to room.
So now when the washer and dryer is going, you're not going to be hearing it that much.
Yeah, I mean, we still need to put doors on there, right? But it definitely helps out a lot having all the insulation in here. Gary and I had to get a little creative with some of the pieces. So let's walk you guys around and show you guys how we got this thing done.
All right. So we got all the pieces cut out and into the joist area. So that is good. And we've got it all on the side walls and everything. So all the exterior is done, as well as in between, like we were talking about. You could see right here on the in-between ones, we sort of cut and slivered and glued and pieced them all together, because it was getting to the point of bag wise of like, we might be cutting it really close to exact amount and everything, and I didn't want to run out and then have to go and buy a whole bunch or anything else. So we ended up cutting those down, made those fit and everything else. Thank you, babe, because she was the cut master and everything on that. In the hallway area right here, it is fully soundproofed and everything else. You'll see that on the sides where the actual laundry room divider and the bedroom divider, cellar divider, those are all done, as well as the bathroom and everything divider. That's fully insulated and soundproof. The bedroom area for our root cellar, that is fully done. We've got all the sides done completely around, and it is completely and utterly soundproof in this way. So that's gonna be nice. As you guys can see, the TV is over here in the corner area, and the noise just goes right up and over into that open cavity area. So now that we've got the actual sound barrier there, it's not as noisy or anything if the kids wanted to sleep or they wanted to watch something, and vice versa. If we want to watch something in here, we don't have to be blaring it out to try to cancel out the noise over there. So it's a lot nicer and a lot more feasible for multiple people living in this area. The only spot that I did not do is this space right here in between the laundry room and the maintenance room. My thought process on it, we don't really need to do any noise cancellation in between the two. And not only that, the air handler will be in the maintenance room right there. So it'll be nice to be able to control this area a little bit easier and not have to try to fight through all this area right here.
So now that the insulation is all done, you guys might have noticed, but we are left with a giant bomb of a mess in here. So I've definitely got my hands full today, and I'm gonna be working on cleaning up this whole area. Yeah. And while I do that, I'm kicking Gary out.
I'm leaving that one to you, baby.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go mess around with Uber.
Yeah.
I got some stuff I need to do on that thing. So yeah, I'll leave you to cleaning this disaster. Sorry, babe. I tried my best at not making a mess.
Well, it happens.
But I made a mess.
It happens.
And you get to clean it up.
It happens.
Love you.
Clearly, I have my work cut out for me today. I'm gonna have to do something about all this mess. And there's like little fine particles all over everything. So everything has to be wiped down and vacuumed and put away. I'm gonna be in here and get all that done and get everything all squared away so we can move forward on some other projects that we got coming down the pipe now that the insulation is done. And so I guess I'm gonna work on that. Gary, I'm gonna pass the torch, have some fun on Uber.
Yep, I'm gonna have fun on Uber. I feel like I'm getting the good end of the deal on that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, love you.
It's all right. I'm gonna turn on my 80s music and I'm gonna go to town in here.
All right.
All right.
Sounds like a plan. I am creeping down the road, down to the covert, full load. I ended up sitting there and digging up a whole lot and put a pile up. I think that might do it for this area. I don't know, I might need to grab a little bit more. But we're getting pretty good right here. It's almost done. I might need a little bit right there, but honestly this side's not too bad. Just a little top dressing. This side needs a little bit more on the top as well as over there. So let's see if I can do this. I hope it didn't settle anymore. I go over it once. It definitely settled some more. Down she goes. Well, compacted a little bit more. It's not too bad. But one dump. All right, well, I need a lot more. A lot more. Let's set you guys up. The culvert is done for now. Yes. I say for now because we might end up putting another culvert later on in this area. But I got it all nice and cleaned up on next to this tree. And like I said, I wasn't gonna bury it too much over on this side, just a little bit. And I got as good as I could around that tree without hitting it with the bucket, because I don't want to hit that tree and kill the tree. Some of you guys were like, man, that tree's so ugly, it's right in the middle of the driveway. It honestly, it gives our driveway character, and we all on this property love this tree and where it is on the roadway. So tree's gonna stay. So I wanted to make sure I didn't destroy it or hurt it at all, but I've got it all done. It's all nice and good. We've got all that right there. Like I said, I got a lot of rocks in this area, so hopefully it won't wash away. It has dried up a little bit. I'm probably gonna have the kids this weekend come and grab some of these rocks and just throw it all down and around that exit hole right there, and have them do something, you know. It'll be nice. It would be a nice little deep spot right here for when the summer comes and it's hot and we're all dying and we want to go and relax a little bit. But I got this area done. So we were able to finish up the roadway as well as the insulation and soundproofing and all that fun jazz. So that makes me pretty happy. It's pretty good day. I got all this squared away. I got more work with Uber coming tomorrow. Makes me happy. I know tomorrow that I'll be able to jump on Uber and get the other stuff that we need to get done. Thank you, David. Come on, homesteading. Uber's a beast, and I know you know it because it's your Uber. All right, I need to get this guy back up there, figure out what's going on in the house and everything else like that. Start getting a game plan for tomorrow, and sort of have the squirrel and hyena go crazy in my brain and figure out what we're doing. But anyway, I'm gonna take you on up there, see what the Mel's got herself into. And I know the kids are home because the bus came. I had to pull over to the side, so kids are home. Time to get on back up there. Let's get it.
Since the day has come to a close, it's time to make dinner. Today I'm going to be making anniversary chicken. So you start by taking your oil and putting it in a frying pan. And then you take your chicken breasts and you start searing the outside of them. You just want it crispy. You don't want to cook the entire chicken thoroughly. We've got a family of 5, so I gotta make 5 pieces. Guess who the big one's for? When you're done searing it, you take it out of the oil and put it onto a cookie sheet. Set it aside. Then you take some ranch dressing and put it into a smaller container. You take teriyaki sauce and add just about that much. You take some soy sauce and add a couple of squirts in there as well. Whip it all together. And then take that sauce mixture and put it on top of your chicken breasts. This sauce is what really gives it the flavor, so don't skimp out. Make sure to slather those breasts with it. Next, you take a tomato, cut it up into bite-sized pieces, and put it on top of the chicken. I had some leftover red onion from a dinner before, so I just decided to use that. But you cut it all up again into bite-sized pieces and put it on top of the tomato. Then you take some bacon bits and put bacon bits on top of the vegetables. Grab your favorite shredded cheese. I like to use the Fiesta blend. Top all of the chicken breasts with the cheese. Put it in the oven at 350 for about 35 minutes. Next, I'm going to be using my Instapot and making some rice for a side dish. I love to use the Instapot as a rice cooker because it turns out perfect every time. I'm seasoning my rice with a little bit of chicken bouillon. Stirring it all in there to make sure that it gets into all of the pieces of rice for flavor. Can't forget the rolls. Well, timer went off. Looks like dinner's ready. This is a family favorite of ours. It is so easy to make and it's so good. We're all nice and fed. The insulation is done. We're gonna kick back and relax and enjoy the rest of the evening. Stay tuned for our next episode of Simple Life Reclaimed coming up soon. Later, later.